Peace and blessings, kings and queens. A lot of people are asking us, how do you prepare the sea moss that we send out? So we're making a quick video of how you do it. Take it away, babe.
Okay. So you just take your sea moss.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real salty and dirty. Just put it in the water. Now, if you want, you can use a drainer. You can do it that way to drain it. But you see how the water is cloudy. You see all the dirt, the debris. I don't know if you can see it on the camera.
Yeah.
The dirt, sand, whatever it is. So basically, you're gonna rinse it 3 or 4 times. I'm gonna actually rinse it when we're done with the video. But just say I rinsed it 4 or 5 times, right? You have to make sure the sea moss is completely covered because it's gonna swell up probably 3 times that size. So this might not seem like a lot, but once it swells up,
It'd be a
I'll
lot.
show you how it looks in the morning. So you put enough water to cover it. In the morning, you're going to rinse this at least 3 or 4 times, obviously until you don't see any more dirt or sand. Sometimes you'll actually get, I've had seashells? I can't even talk. Seashells.
Seashells.
But stuff like this, you just peel that off. You take that off. You're just cleaning it. Remember, it comes from the ocean, so you're going to have different stuff. You clean it very well. You cover it. You can sit for about 24 hours or just overnight. So we'll show you what it looks like in the morning. But you can tell it's official because of all the gunk and stuff in there. So this is how you soak it. In the morning, we're going to show you how it looks when it swells up. I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to show you how you put it in a blender.
So this is how you prepare your sea moss.
Yes.
You got to make sure you take it out, put it in a big bowl.
Yes. So
Clean it multiple times until it is thoroughly clean. There's no salt. There's no seashells. There's no debris.
Yeah, but
there's nothing on there.
Don't worry if you don't get everything.
Yeah, because you
that's
can't.
why you just let it soak, because more debris and stuff will come. But just make sure that it's completely covered.
Yes, the water. See that?
All the way to, because that's going to swell up. You don't want anything not being able to get absorbed by the water. So when you get it from us or whoever you order from, you just wash it a couple times.
Please do not order from Amazon. Please.
Yeah. I can give you places. I have places that I've ordered from that have really good sea moss, but then I found a woman that I ordered from and I'm getting it in bulk. So that's why I go to her. I've seen receipts. She's getting it straight from Jamaica. It's an actual, she's a black woman. She does good business.
I saw salt. That camera clear as hell.
You're going to see a lot of debris. You will have some people tell you that fake sea moss has salt on it, but that is not true. They'll say pool grown has salt, but that is not true. I mean, I've done enough research. I give this to my kids and especially my mom.
So just letting you know how to be prepared.
Yeah.
So I'm sending this video so they give you a quick information, and then you won't wait until. All right. So this is just the first part. Look at that. That's a snail right there. Right there, bottom, right there.
So when you see that, that's what you want to see. You want to see dirt and debris and all that stuff because it came from the ocean. Again, like I said, you can put it in your drainer. Your drainer will obviously prevent all this stuff from being at the bottom. But that's it. We'll show them how it looks in the morning, and then I'll show them how we put it in the blender.
Peace and blessings, all the kings and queens. We out of here. Top of the morning. Top of the top. Blessings, kings and queens. This is the part 2 of the sea moss after they've been sitting out all night. This is what we got.
So you can see how much it's swelled up.
Look at that. Don't forget how small it was. Now look at that. Let me get it close in. Look at that. Look at that camera.
So I put that in about 10 o'clock.
At night.
About 10 in the morning. But and also you could take some of the bigger pieces and take your finger, see how soft it is.
See how it looks now? And that's all you guys do. You just let it sit 24 hours overnight. Then after that, Now that it's done, you can gel it. I mean, you can put it in the blender, and that's the last result. After you put it in the blender and blend it down, you're done. Put it in your mason jar, your bowl, your cup, and then you're ready to go. But that's the only thing you do. Not too much. Just put it in there, clean it out, very thorough, and let it sit overnight.
What I'm gonna do is take this out and rinse it. I'll probably put it in my strainer. Like you put it in a spaghetti strainer, and just keep rinsing it a few times. But we'll do another video with the blender.
Yes.
And usually when I blend it, I use spring water.
Yes.
Even when I soak it, I use the thing we got to clean the water.
Yes, we try to use. I took it off to get some tea. I mean, to fill my teapot up.
But if you
But to clean
can't,
it.
one thing I do suggest is when you put this in the blender, make sure that you put spring water once you blend it.
Yes.
You don't want it to sit blended with tap water. And that was just a handful yesterday.
You seen how much it was.
So we'll do another video and we'll show you how to do the blender, how to package it in the refrigerator, and how to put it in the freezer.
So please, guys, when you buy this sea moss from us, buy a bowl, get a bowl, wash this sea moss off. Wash it off thoroughly. Then you're going to let your sea moss sit in the bowl overnight. Remember, you're going to let your sea moss sit in the bowl, covered, water covered to the top, overnight.
And make sure you're washing it and rinsing it consistently. So you can do it a few times before you go to bed. When you get up in the morning, I'm not going to do it right now.
But now y'all see how it looks.
Some of the black marks, the little black spots, you can just pull that off.
It's from the sea, man. That's the healthiness.
But you
Look at
see
that.
how clean it is. There's no salt.
Look at that. Look at that. Damn.
I have some people that they'll eat this raw on a salad. I'm not going to do that because the texture's a little bit too jelly.
You gotta do your nails too, baby.
All right.
Stop playing.
That's the thing, I do my own nails.
Look at that. Look how clear that shit is.
So, 92 of the 102 minerals our body needs and produces.
And yo, men, it's good for your meat too.
But one thing I want to do, maybe we'll do another video attached to it, is all the benefits. Because I did like 3 pages of all the benefits it has for you.
And if you're older and your meat don't work, that right there, get your meat back. If you got anything wrong with diabetes, this will help you. If you got asthma, well, I got other things for that too. There's other things. They give you a lot of potassium, not the bananas, but this gives you the zinc, your iron. Everything out of 102 minerals, this gives out 102. I couldn't say all of them because if I did, I'd be lying. But I'm just letting the video know, like, this is how y'all do it. This is how you get your sea moss to look. Sit, you clean it, let it sit overnight, wash it off a couple more times if you want to, and then blend it. Blend it thoroughly until it's pasty. But we're going to show you another video about that. I just wanted to show people how to do it because a lot of people buying sea moss from us and they're being sometimes curious of how they clean it or how they preserve it, how they get it the way that we had it. So I'm giving out information of how you can do it. But the queen is going to do another video of her blending it and preserving it so you can get a good lifespan from your sea moss. So you don't put your money in the drain. You can get a whole year out of it. Out of $50, out of $40 you spend, you get a whole year out of it. And that's all a year of health. So peace and blessings, kings and queens. Get y'all sea moss. Please stay in healthy. Wax Dog, I gotta hit you back too, Wax. My bad. I just saw your message too. Cause I don't give everybody my number. You know I gotta do the text free. So I just saw it. But at the end of the day, man, peace and blessings, kings and queens. Please stay healthy. Health equals wealth. But you can't have none of that if you don't take care of yourself. Peace and blessings. Okay. And we're back with the finals. Now she poured the water out of it. Now it's drained nice and clear. Let me zoom it in because I like zooming it in. Look at that. It's nice and clean.
Now, if you soak this overnight and you get up and it doesn't feel soft enough, you can just continue to let it soak. Some people say 24 to 40 hours depending on, where you get it, but it's nice and soft. You take it. What's she down there banging?
She building another house, huh?
Mom down there building. Right?
Sea moss is inside. Remember, what type of water? No tap water, spring water.
So I want this to be a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna do a little bit of water at a time. Because the more water you put, it'll change the texture. Ooh. And once you put it in the refrigerator, it's gonna thicken up anyway. So depending on your blender,
Let you know how much ounces that. See that is?
depending on your blender will be like how long you might have to let it blend.
I'm getting the socket and shit. Still on high. So let me see a little bit when you pull it out. So see that?
So I'm gonna blend it a little bit more, and what you do is once you blend it, you put it in your jars, and it can stay in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 weeks, or you can put it in an ice cube tray or something that is plastic, and it can go into the freezer for 6 months.
So that's how you prepare.
Refrigerator up to 3 weeks and freezer up to 6 months. And what's good to do is to put a little label if you're making it yourself. You know, so you know. I'm gonna let this blend a little bit longer. That's it.
So your water is based on how much your consistency will be. If you want it thicker, don't add that much water. You want a little thinner, add a little more water. But that's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to boil, bake, fry, or deep stir. Just all you got to do, clean it, soak it. Wait till it swells up, rinse the water out, and blend it, and then get your life healthy after that. And we're off. Salute, peace, and blessing to the kings and queens. Do your thing.